Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Now, it's been a full week since I've posted anything, and we're back working on Penny today, obviously. But I was in Puerto Rico for a week, and I didn't post, and then I posted on my Instagram story that I'll be posting 2 posts this weekend, which is the weekend that you're watching this video on, because this video will be going up Saturday night, most likely. But anyway, today we're going to be working on Penny, and I am going to be teaching myself how to Bondo. Because we have a couple of holes that I want to address, Bondo, like this guy right here, this guy right here, and then worst of all is on this side, is this big guy right here. Now I don't know if I even can Bondo this. I might need to buy some spray foam, fill this with foam, and then do the Bondo. But today we're just going to worry about cutting all the rust out, and then tomorrow we're going to be worrying about actually Bondoing it. But I just did a little bit of work on the Passat, on Penny. I put the wheels back on and I lowered it back down. I tightened up the top spring or shock bolt that I didn't end up doing in the last video, and it's actually sitting pretty level right now, the front and the back, and it looks really freaking good. I'm super excited to get this thing back on the road. So I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna set up the grinder or my Dremel. I need to see if I have blades for my Dremel. I don't think I do, but somehow we're gonna have to cut this hole out bigger, or maybe we can just slap Bondo onto this portion. I'm not exactly sure. I do want to shave this down some. It's probably gonna have to be cut like that, something like that. I don't really know what I'm doing, but anyway, we're gonna get straight into it. Alright, so I have all of this cut out. I think I am going to have to go buy some foam to spray in here so that I have somewhere to put the Bondo over. And then we're just going to glob Bondo over this and then sand it down real nice. I also sanded down here because there's rust spots, and I'm going to be painting this anyway, so I might as well paint the rust spots that are there. And then on this side, same thing going on. We can just Bondo this, and then we can also just Bondo this. So that's all nice and dandy, but I think I'm going to start putting Bondo on this side so that it has time to dry, and then I'll figure out where I need to get the foam and what kind of foam and all that stuff. But this is the Bondo that I'm going to be using. I got it from Harbor Freight. It's short strand fiberglass reinforced filler for small holes. Hardener. I don't really know how to do this. I got a mixing board, and then I got a bunch of whatchamacallits, putty spreaders. Yeah, so let's get to it. Alright, so I already mixed this stuff before, so we're gonna open it. Pop. Alright, this is what it looks like. Nasty. Let me read the directions on it. Maybe are there directions? I don't think there's even directions on this. We're just gonna have to figure it out ourselves. Alright, so I have it mixed up on the board here. I just squirted a big bunch of hardener on it, and we're just gonna start slapping this on the car, I guess. We're gonna start on this side since I need foam for the other. And alright, so as I was about to tell you that the camera battery is about to die, it died. So like I said, starting on this side, and we're just gonna start slapping it on and sanding it once it hardens, and see how far we can get tonight. Alright, so I got my board of putty here. I probably should be wearing like nitrile gloves, that's what they're called, like rubber gloves. But this is all I have, my busted up Kago gloves, but huge shout out for them for sending me these. I absolutely love these, but I destroyed them when I was welding, and I burnt a hole in it, and I got some like tar and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go and pick up some more pairs of them. But let's see if I'm gonna be professional Bondo layer. I already need more. Ooh. I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing. I can see like the fiberglass portion of it. It's like very stringy. I need like a big glob. to go, oh boy, to go in here. How the hell are you supposed to get this shit to not like go everywhere? It doesn't want to stay. Alright, you guys, so this stuff does not like to stick up, so I've been trying to reinforce it with a Mountain Dew can. So we're officially fixing Penny with a Mountain Dew can. But it's drying. I just put a second coat of it on, and then once it fully dries, you have to sand it all down. Like, all of this has to get sanded off, and then you sand this to like the body lines, and hopefully it'll be looking somewhat better than it originally did. I've also been trying to pull this out while I was waiting, pull this dent out, and I just cannot get it to pull out. I've connected to the middle here and pulled, and you can see that it started to just pull where it's broken out up. I connected to around the hinge here because this is where it's like folded in the most. You can see it's completely folded in right there. And I tried right there, pull it out, nothing. So this is as far as the door is closing for right now. I'm gonna try and connect it to a tree instead with a ratchet strap around the tree, and then have both ends connected to this, and then this connected to the Jeep. But that's gonna be in a separate video. I just wanted to tell you what I've been doing in the meantime while I'm waiting for this stuff to dry. It's getting pretty late, so I'm probably gonna be going home soon because I do have work tomorrow. And then after work tomorrow, we're gonna be coming back with the foam, doing the other side, and then hopefully sanding. And we're not painting it in this video, but maybe sanding. I have to see if I have the correct sandpaper. All right, you guys, so it is the next day and we are back, and this stuff still isn't like fully dry. It's still very sticky. And this is what we got going on. So it's gonna need a lot of prep work to get it to actually look good. But today we're just putting it on, and then we'll have another video coming out where I'm sanding it and painting it. This one doesn't look half bad. Just gonna have to get it sanded to the body line. I'm definitely gonna need to add more, but we can do that. Oh, I didn't realize I got all of the tires. I mean, I'm getting new wheels and tires anyway. But I went out and I got some big gap filler. This is the expanding foam that we're gonna be putting in the hole on the other side over there, and this takes a little while for it to set. So we're gonna get this put on first, so that while we're waiting for it to wait, we can figure out if I need to put more Bondo on this side. I also was watching a bunch of videos, and apparently I wasn't putting enough hardener. I don't think I had somebody tell me that on my Instagram post, but when I was watching other people do it, it was not as goopy as it was with mine. So maybe I wasn't putting enough hardener. It's supposed to just lather on really nicely. And this stuff is apparently really hard to sand. It is more of like a finished product. I got the wrong Bondo pretty much. So we're gonna see how hard it is to sand it. I'm gonna get my orbital sander out. And I also bought a sanding block. So yeah, so let's go and get this stuff put in, and then we'll worry about this side. All right, I got my can all set up. Let's see if we can get this gap filled. So I don't know what I'm doing really. So I don't want to put too much because this stuff does expand, and we're gonna have to cut away all the excess. But I also do want to fill it, so I really don't even know what I'm doing, honestly. But we're gonna figure it out, guys. Don't you worry. I feel like this is way too much. Alright, we're gonna see what that looks like in a little while. So I put more Bondo on this side, and I used a lot more hardener this time, and it kind of worked a little bit better, but we're finally up raised above the level so that I can sand down to the body line. It's gonna be a lot of sanding, but I do think it will be worth it at the end. I also did more on this side. This side might need a little bit more Bondo, but we will have to wait and see. And then on this side, I might put a little bit of Bondo right here, but we do have to wait for this to finish foaming up so that we can cut it down and then put the Bondo on the side. But I do have a lot of extra time, so I might clean up around the shop a little bit because it is a mess as usual. But it's just a waiting game now. All right, so I started to get ahead of myself again, and I started sanding the Bondo down. One thing I noticed real quick is we're gonna need more Bondo over here, because I don't know if you can tell, but the line goes like right here, and then it dips up and then goes down, and we're gonna shave all of this flat. So we're gonna need a little bit more here. But let me show you what I was doing while I was waiting for the stuff to dry. I put this plate in. I know it doesn't look the best. I tack welded it, and then I put some seam sealer because everybody was saying that you can't get a steady bead on these no matter how good of a welder you are, because this metal is so old, thin, and rusty. It just burns right through. So the plate's in there. It's definitely going to hold. Plus there's going to be kill mat over it holding it. So it's a good fix for now. Maybe eventually I'll take it out again. And then the back area here is all going to be fixed with the Iron Rock. Literally just came out with a plate that you cut all this out and it goes straight up and then you weld it. So we'll be doing that eventually. And then I finished up this side. I did this side in a video a couple weeks ago. So that side's done also. This is what our foam is looking like. So we're gonna let this sit overnight because it has to sit and cure for 8 hours. But we are gonna start to sand down all this Bondo over here now. All right, so we've run into a situation where an entire flake just came off. So this was right here, and it just all came off, and you can see the hardener right there. I think that's why, because I'm an idiot and I put way too much hardener in, and now we have another big gap here that needs to get filled so that we can sand it down to the regular size. So I just put some more Bondo up here, and I also put some more Bondo down there, and I pretty much finished it all up. So I'm gonna have to buy some more. I'm gonna buy the normal kind this time. This was the fiberglass variant. So for when I do this side, next video, we're not gonna be doing it in this video as I die, because there's stuff everywhere. Next Bondo video, not the next video coming out, but next Bondo video, we're gonna be cutting this down flat and then putting some more Bondo here, sanding it all down, and hopefully painting it. But that's not going to be in today's video because I'm ending today's video right now. But if you want to watch me finish up this absolute hack job of a Bondo job, make sure you subscribe because we were trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So help me out with that and drop a sub. But this is where we are going to be ending off today's video. Next video, we are going to be pulling this door out, and I'm not stopping until this door closes flush because I am so sick of this door in general. And then once this door is done, we can move on to this door, which we need to weld a new hinge on, and we can just get the whole project moving a lot faster. Now, besides those holes over there, I can't touch any of the holes over here because, as you can see, I started to patch this one, and then as I started to stretch the body back out, it's ripping an even bigger hole. So we have to wait to do the holes on this side. I could probably get away with doing those too, but I'm gonna wait until this door is back, and then we can patch the floors and we can paint and get the interior back together, because we're going to be painting the carpets and the entire interior black. We're going to be, I bought some Pour 15 that we're going to be painting on the floor. I bought kill mat that we're going to be putting down on the floor. And then the interior is going to go back in. And I want to try and fit Scat Pack seats into this. I'm going to message some people on Marketplace to see if they'll measure the seats for me to see how much modification we're going to have to do to get those to fit in here. But that would be really freaking cool. But yeah, I'm just yapping now. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Peace.